Is Chris Slavens, and he joins us today to talk about his book, The Roofed Graves of Delmarva. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So what sparked your interest in these structures?
Well, these graves were mentioned in several older books that are difficult to find now. Very brief references made anywhere between the 30s and even up into the 70s that authors were still mentioning them. And I just started trying to learn more and chasing down more information, which...
How did you do that? How did you search them out?
Well, for one thing, I started by actually searching cemeteries, hoping to find one,
right.
Which did not happen. As far as we know, there are no roofed graves left, although I still hold out hope that there could be some that I'm still waiting to find. But I started going through old newspaper articles, did find just little references, maybe just one sentence in an old book about roofed graves. So this book I've written was just trying to take all of that information and put it together in one place.
So do you know why they built these structures over graves?
I don't think anyone knows exactly why. There's no record of someone from that time period explaining why they built them. We do know that in the South there were superstitions about rain falling into an open grave during a funeral. So that's one possibility. We don't have that documented locally, but it is possible that that was part of the reason. And we do have other grave markers locally that covered an entire grave, stone markers. So this could be a wooden alternative to something like a box grave or a ledger grave that would protect the grave.
Now, this isn't the first time you've written about history.
No, I've written articles before, primarily for the Laurel Historical Society,
Yeah.
A couple newspapers. I do write a blog, peninsularoots.com. But this is certainly the longest work I've written in my first book.
Yeah, your first published book. So what do you think? Are you going to start working on something else, or are you working on something else?
I am. So this is not only the first book that I've written, but I have published it myself. So I do have two projects in the works, the first of which is going to be a reprint of an old Delaware history book, which was last printed in the 1860s. So it's in the public domain. Anybody at all could publish it if they wanted to. And then I am beginning to research to write my second book, which I believe is going to be about the Nanticoke Indians. That is still in its very beginning stages.
And you've got a book launch and signing coming up, right?
Yes. So the book is already available online, baldcypressbooks.com. But we're having an official release event on March 28th at Abbott's on Broad Creek in downtown Laurel, hosted by the Laurel Historical Society. The public is welcome. There's no pre-registration or admission fee. Just anybody can show up, and there'll be a presentation about roofed graves. And
if anybody's watching and perhaps they know of a roofed grave, or maybe you're like, wait a minute, that's what that is, they can get a hold of you, can't they?
Yes. Yeah, I would certainly be glad to get an email at chrisslavens@gmail.com. And I do kind of look at this book as a first step of putting the information out there. I do hold out hope that someone somewhere will know more, and then I'll be forced to do a revised edition maybe in a year or two.
You'd have to do it again.
Yeah.
Chris, thank you so much. The Roofed Graves of Delmarva is the name of the book.